All right, next from Jose Sanchez. Subject is Death Watch Wrestling. Hey, K100. Hope you're all doing well. It's your old buddy from Queens, New York, Jose Sanchez. Let me tell you what he got wrote.
Who?
That's what he writes. Who with the big question marks. He actually wrote that. He hooed himself. I just finished watching the death match between Jericho and Nick Gage, and wanted your thoughts on the match and death matches as a whole. Personally, they come off as dangerous spot fest matches and really serve no purpose, in my opinion, unless they're like the final match on the hot rivalry. Thanks for all the great content. Jose Sanchez, Queens, New York. P.S. Joe, I will gladly pay you for rehash episodes if you mute Aardvark Pennywise.
That's tremendous.
Yeah, but there's actually an audience for people that are have suffered from Stockholm syndrome that want to be reminded of how much they hate KG and will listen to it again.
It's actually a plan on my part that if I ever start to see negative feedback for my performance on this show, I just play a KG clip on rehash, and people go, "Oh, never mind. He's, thank God he's not KG." So I'll take that.
You must be playing a lot of them. Nothing.
P.S. Okay, vintage disc from Conan is awesome, but listening to KG is like an ice pick to the ear. That's an interesting way to put it. Like I said, I'm not a fan of in this day and age, that type of violence in the hardcore matches comes off as South Park violence to me, where they're just bleeding comically, and it's uncomfortable to watch, and it's almost I'm laughing at it because I'm like, why are these guys doing this? That's my opinion of that type of wrestling. So
I'm not a big fan of death matches, but I do like a real good feud. If death match elements are used in that feud, as part of the rivalry, I'm okay with it. But like a whole matches or a whole show of death matches, that's just not my cup of tea.
It's kind of weird, the fact that they just announced Nick Gage and just brought him out that following week, right?
I can see that, but it's also it was part of Jericho's list of challenges.
I'm aware of that, but I would have done something with Nick Gage the previous week to get some heat and get him introduced and stuff. Then just having him on his merits of being on the Indies and being on that show, whatever.
He could have beat the of someone from the Dark Order or Peter Avalon.
It just shows that their crowd is composed of hardcore fans, and there's a lot of them now, because this is a hardcore guy that never has come out on TV, right? On a national basis.
Nope.
And bro, half the people, if I wouldn't have been there myself and heard it, I wouldn't have believed it. Half that place was with him in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
If I could say one thing about the match, it would be that, knowing what we know about how Chris produces his stuff and all that he took a guy that had never been on national TV and pieced together an entertaining match, and I thought that was it was as good as I could have expected, actually.